The Viper has been trapped inside a charismatic enigma asylum. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. Randy Orton, you got yourself in quite the predicament. Do I, Hero Figs? Do I? You do. Not only are you getting the tattoos right for the first time in Mattel history, yes, it happened. They got it right on both shoulders, and we also have to take a look at the variant. No, it's not the same Jeff Hardy. It is the same box, but it's something completely different. On the right over here, we got the red, white, and blue, and the one that everybody wants me to get cracked open and reviewed is the one that's original in the wave right here. On the back of the box, we did review Velveteen Dream and Rey Mysterio. The last two that we have to do is Cedric Alexander and Shayna Baszler. On the back right here, I'm not going to show you the back on both two times because, again, it is the exact same box. So I hope that at some point they actually captured the exact figure that you're seeing right there on the back. And I know that's one thing that they started to do right there in that recent upcoming, Ultimate Edition. They actually put the figure that you're seeing inside the box, you actually see a part of the actual art piece. So that's pretty cool, man. That's like getting into those different scenarios, those situations that you want to be in, kind of like what Marvel Legends is doing. Now, the hands that are already on the figure, this is that pre-pose that he likes to do before he takes the dive, or when he's making his way down the ring and he gets up to the turnbuckle and he just starts going all out, right? That's kind of what Jeff Hardy loves to do. I mean, he's not doing it right there. He's kind of doing his dance, but when he's making his way, check those hands out. The ones that are inside the packaging right there, we have two enclosed right here, and both of them, not just the one set, but both of them actually do have the tattoo continuing on both. As you can see, the close-fisted ones right here, well, actually, it's actually the right one. The right one right here is where you're getting the tattoo coming out of the sleeve. You see the sleeves, how they wrap around the thumb area and point, and the two fingers right there, the Poindexter. They have all the detail captured in both hands, which is really, really cool, man. I think if you were to ask me, how do I plan it? Obviously, if you're not playing with your figures, you're displaying them, right? This would be the method, dude. I think having them right there on the shelf with the two hands up. Now, if they were double jointed, bro, and you could actually bring it up closer, that'd be dope. But still, that is working really well for it, man. The actual sleeves right here, originally I thought they were kind of like a camo design, but now that I see this up and close, I can see that all the splatter right there, he just grabbed like a brush, man. He grabbed the brush and he just started splattering all over his attire. Not the scan right here, you can tell that there's a lot of detail involved. I mean, at any time that Jeff Hardy preps before a match, dude spends a solid, couple hours to get that face print unique to every single match. I do like the overall paint deco. On the right here, we're getting a pronounced orange. On the left, we're getting the white being dominated by the baby blue with a nice dark blue accent all around the flames. Are they flames? They gotta be flames because this figure right here, it is flames. The sculpt of it, you guys, this is incredible. I mean, the screaming scans, it's like a hit or miss, but I can tell you this, that this Jeff Hardy, it is a home run in one. I know mine, if you look closely enough by the nose, you can see that part of it. It does have a little chip. That's how it was produced, so it's a little painful, but I'm sure I can go in there and touch it up. The ears right there, you can see the gauges. He's got the white gauges on both sides. He's got the long dreads just drenching all throughout the back. Now, the one thing that I gotta point out, you guys, that I hope that Mattel eventually gets right, this tank top mold that they're using on every Jeff Hardy, they need to get away from that. I mean, that's kind of bothersome. I know that the first epic moments, and I thought that by the time they had released them in the regular wave, they would have gotten that fixed. They haven't. So, come on, man. We got to get that right. I mean, yeah, you could go in there and Dremel it, but do you really want to Dremel a figure that you just got brand new? So that's a big thing for me. It's, I guess if you can, it all depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as to how the shirt was actually the shirt over the tank top, I can get that, the tank top seeping through the shirt, but that's not the way that it looks like when he wears it. So please get that right at some point. Now, the tattoos on the neck right there, you can see that all the colors, all the purples, greens, and blues, they're all there on both sides. I mean, the detail is all there. So they could have easily gotten away with not adding it because you can barely see it when you have the hair down. But it's cool that they added that in there. Now, the pants right here, solid black pants. Same mold that we've seen with Jeff Hardy. There's nothing new about this from the mold, except the way that the scan came out with the screaming, dude. The teeth right there, the tongue. I want to get the red, white, and blue, because that one right there, it's looking just as good. As you can see, both of them are coming with the U.S. title. The U.S. title is... yeah, I mean, this is an important time, right? This is when he captured... Who did he beat? I think it was Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal was the very first opponent, or that... was it Jinder? Yeah, Jinder was the one that was holding the title prior to Jeff Hardy. So the U.S. title, it's rightfully so that we get it twice. As you can see right there, check that out right there. 2 titles, 2 U.S. titles. One for Rusev, one for Jinder, one for Jeff, one for Samoa Joe, one for everybody on the SmackDown roster. The blue... This one is getting less detail, I feel like, because, I mean, if you look at the armbands on this one, it's just, you know, like, this is a solid blue. You're not getting anything special. Keep in mind, this is how he wore it. I think one thing that would be really cool, because the thing that I do recall, after the match, when he wore this attire, he went shirtless, man. So I want to grab my Elite Series 57, do a head swap, put this head scan on there. Here's the close-fisted hands, which is the same ones that we saw with him, except just a solid blue. But yeah, have it like shirtless. I think that would look awesome, dude. Keep a lookout for that. I definitely want to do that for this upcoming weekend. I think that's going to look wicked, man. The rest of the blue right there, yeah, again, there's nothing special about the sleeves right there. Dude, it's a battle, man. I know most of you guys prefer this head scan, but doing a side-by-side comparison on this, dude, like, that is just looking wicked, man. Look at that. Bro, this is a struggle. They're both, you know, pieces of true beauties, what these Jeff Hardys are. The rest of the attire on this one is the same one that we're seeing over here, except keep in mind, most of the differences, the head skin is where you're going to see all those changes. Now, Randy Orton, we need to check out what is going on with that stat. Hero Fix, what'd you just say? I said tat. Stat, that's not a word, man. It doesn't have to be a word. It doesn't have to make sense to let you know that the Viper has finally made it to the WHF figure review station. WrestleMania Elite was the last one we've gotten. We've gotten him in Basic Waves, Series 93. Was it 93? I think it was 94. Got him recently with this exact same scan. I did put the vest on from the WrestleMania figure just to kind of mask it in the display shelf. But if you look right here, just a quick side-by-side comparison from his most recent Basic from Series 94. It is the same head scan, but the way that everything has been printed, they're both using TrueFX. Both of them are benefiting from the new technology. Thing is, though, is that the Basic kind of has like this dark brownish, like it's got a dark brownish tint to the beard. This has more like a black. This, like, the guy just got his beard done and he wanted to make sure that he was looking extra fresh prior to the actual match. But the sculpt, the hair, everything about the scan, it's identical. It's just the way that it came out. Now, one thing that we have to do, now that we've gotten all short hair again and clean cut, another fix-up, bro. It's just fix-ups on top of fix-ups. Like views on views, but with Randy Orton, we got to do the fix-up. We got to do the short hair on him. You know, this head scan that we saw right here at the WrestleMania, just as good. I mean, it's a tough choice. If you were to seriously ask me as to which one I prefer, I couldn't tell you, man. I mean, Randy Orton, he looks good with or without long hair, not Hero Fix, man. You want Hero Fix. Before I take off the vest, let me show you the detail on the vest. This is, I believe, a new mold, because if you know, it's the same one. It is the same one with the WrestleMania. You can see the white outline on this one right here. It's the accents on this one. You can see you're getting a little extra with this one as opposed to this one. I don't think he had the white zipper on this one, so it makes sense why we're not seeing it with his most recent Elite. And the little straps right there, you know, to pull the hood up and whatnot, they weren't white. So I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the way that it was. That's how he had it. On the back right there, we got the Viper. This Viper right here, on the new Elite, you're getting more paint deco, more shading, just overall more detailed involved. And, you know, this is how he had it when he had it. Actually, you know, come to think of it, there were a lot of imperfections about this WrestleMania Elite. So, actually, now that I think about it more and more, there were some things that were missing on this one. But still, I like that. Check out that snake right there in the middle. The eyes, the tongue seeping through towards the bottom. Dude, and does it come off easily? It sure does. You can see the RKO right there. It is being partially covered by the hoodie. Well, the R is. You can still see the K. You can still see the O. Randy Orton wants to make sure that you know that the man can knock you out of nowhere. He doesn't mind, blocking the R, but you cannot block that K to the O. Kevin Owens will tell you all about it, Mr. Orton. Once you do take it off, this is when you find out what that tattoo that we were talking about in the beginning of the video. That's where you're seeing it, dude. On the shoulder, like you look at a previous Elite, any other Randy Orton Elite, once they got to the shoulder parts, they stopped. They said, "What's the point? We don't need to continue it. That's not the get out of here. That's not the way it is." I mean, look at all this stuff that they could have capitalized on the previous Elites. You see on the right side, right there, on the shoulder area. You can see the skull right there that we should have gotten with every single Elite, on both of them actually. Because if you look on the left side right there. He kind of has like a matching tattoo design on both. Once you get to the back, you can see that the rest of it also continues. Well, that was actually already there. But the size, look at the proportions on this one. If you look at on the most recent Elite, it's actually more accurate how it's going across like the top of the back. This one, it's really small. I mean, and also the way that it's printed on, like it's kind of printed more, it's printed higher, but I feel like this is the way that it should have been printed to begin with, more towards going across the middle of the back. So a lot of tattoos, you can tell that Mattel has gone in there and just really capitalized on the accuracy of Randy Orton. Now, if you look right underneath the armpit, right by his left armpit slash left, I almost called the bicep, pectoral right there, you can see that the new tattoo that he has, they have it on the figure as well. It's really hard to pick up as to what it says, but bro, it is all there. That is awesome. I like that. Now the trunks, they are really, really dark. I mean, they're so dark, you can barely see the blue, and I do like it regardless. I know that, if you were to ask me, like, when specifically this blue attire, like, I feel like it's, like, you can see it in TV a lot better, but when you're actually in person, like, when I went to go see him live, when he wore something like this when it was dark, it was kind of hard to see it, like, because the camera tends to capture a lot more than the way that they actually show it at the actual show right there. But it's kind of like the same design right there that we saw with this Elite, except blue. It's like a really dark blue. There's no outline work like how you're seeing with this one. It's just a solid blue all throughout. And then on the back right there, it's got the name Orton, right? Cowboy Bob Orton, and then Randy Orton, and then maybe another future Orton. Who saw him at, what was it, on Instagram? He was throwing his kid up on the bed. There's a future Orton in the works, man. He threw him like sky high. He was probably like 20 feet up in the air. There's an Orton in the near future. Now, one of the coolest things about the interchangeable hands that you're seeing right here with Randy Orton, obviously the interchangeable ones that are already in the package right there, they are the close fist, but the ones that are on the figure, I mean, once you have them up there on the turnbuckle, and you have him posed, once he's already made his way down to the ring, that is the right pose. Check that out, man. I hear voices in my head. Like, you cannot have a Randy Orton interchangeable hands figure with the correct pose. So it's a nice little piece to the Randy Orton collection. The tattoos, the hands. This figure was very underrated from this wave because we have seen Randy Orton in a lot of waves, but the first time that we're getting with the right tattoos, I mean, if you like accuracy and the way that a figure should be put out, I'm gonna tell you this Orton is definitely one that's gonna fit right in the collection, man. I don't know, he might even take the centerpiece over my WrestleMania Elite, no doubt. Get out of here. That WrestleMania Elite, oh my gosh, I don't even talk about it. Ranking, I gotta give Jeff Hardy 8.5, bro. And the reason why I'm giving him an 8.5 is because of that tank top sleeve. That's taken a lot away from it, man. It's really bothered some. The epic moments bothered me. Like every Elite that we've gotten with the actual shirt itself, like, come on, I think that's the next step that they need. I mean, they did it with Orton. You can tell that if Mattel knows that they're missing out on some couple of things, they need to do it. And I get it, it's due to cost, but Jeff Hardy, dude, like, the guy is going to be a hot seller, man. So hopefully they get that right. Randy Orton, you're getting a 10, bro. I think this Randy Orton, I know some people did not like the scan. I personally loved it, especially the way that it's shaded as opposed to Series 94 with the darker tone to it. He gets a 10, man. I cannot take anything away from him. The tattoos, the right hands, just everything, man. This Orton, solid figure. Now, we still got 2 more in the set, so look out for that on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.